You gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and...
I've been using the OnePlus 13 for almost a year now, and honestly, it has never let me down. The design, the display, the performance, the camera, the software, everything has worked beautifully. Now we have the new OnePlus 15, and as the next step up from the OnePlus 13, it brings both upgrades and some noticeable changes. The refresh rate has been bumped up to 165 Hz, and the original Hasselblad sensor has been swapped out for a LUMO sensor. So the big question is, how do these changes actually affect day-to-day use? That's exactly what we're going to dive into in this video. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Let's start with the design. The OnePlus 15 comes in 3 colors, and the one I'm using is absolute black. And let me tell you, this color is something else. It's a deep, pure black that looks incredibly premium. The back uses full-grain matte nano A-grade glass, which uses nano-level frosted particles to eliminate those annoying arrow-shaped reflections. No matter how you tilt it, the surface just doesn't reflect light. It also stays clean since it barely shows fingerprints. With how smooth it feels in the hand, all I can say is, guys, if you're choosing a color, go for absolute black. The camera module is built from a single piece of metal, and the bump is quite subtle. The overall design is very similar to the OnePlus 13S, simple, clean, and proven to work. The 13S design already nailed the aesthetics, so sticking with it makes sense. Now moving to the front, here's the OnePlus 15's display. The curved screen from the previous generation has been replaced with a flat panel, which is great news if you're someone who uses thick tempered glass protectors. Once you power it on, the thin bezels and that ultra-narrow, perfectly even frame instantly grab your attention. OnePlus really didn't disappoint here. The viewing experience is fantastic, and as expected from a brand known for high refresh rate displays, OnePlus has once again shaken up the industry. The OnePlus 15 is the first phone to ship with a 165 Hz ultra-high refresh rate screen. Co-developed with BOE, it features a 1.5K resolution and can intelligently switch between 1 Hz and 120 Hz, with the option to push all the way up to 165 Hz. For gamers, this is a huge advantage. To really see how 165 Hz differs from 120 Hz, we tested it side by side with another phone using a 120 Hz panel. To avoid any doubts, we physically connected both phones and ran the test at the same time. And every single time, the other phone is the first one to die. Even the movement of enemies shows up on the OnePlus 15 sooner. This display upgrade feels like playing with a built-in cheat code. Besides the upgraded visuals, OnePlus also added an extremely low brightness mode. In completely dark environments or late night scrolling, the screen can dim all the way down to 1 nit. Yes, a true global 1 nit brightness. And even at high brightness outdoors, the screen stays comfortable for your eyes. Eye protection features are still included, and people sensitive to screen flicker can choose their preferred flicker reduction mode. And with such a flagship level display, the OnePlus 15 also includes an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. It's faster, more accurate, and works reliably. The OnePlus 15 has cleared IP68, IP69, and IP69K tests, which are the highest levels of dust and water resistance you'll find on a smartphone today. Whether it's dust, water, or extreme conditions, this phone can handle it all. Now, when we're talking about a flagship smartphone, there's one thing we just can't skip: performance. And this time, OnePlus has gone all out with the OnePlus 15. So, how powerful is it really? Under the hood, it's packing the custom Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 processor paired with LPDDR5X Ultra RAM and UFS 4.1 storage. Add to that the new Wind Chaser core, the upgraded Ice Shell cooling system, the G2 gaming chip, and the Linksy Touch chip, all working together through deep hardware-software optimization, and the OnePlus 15 once again pushes the limits of what a flagship can do. But let's stop talking theory and see how it performs in real life. As usual, we ran our standard 2-game test setup. At a room temperature of 19 degrees Celsius with super wind and super frame rate modes enabled, we tested original soundtrack and Honkai Star Rail. The CPU managed an impressive average of 119.13 FPS out of 120 FPS, with power consumption at just 7.53 watts. Ingestion impact also set at 120 FPS. The OnePlus 15 held an average of 119.85 FPS while drawing only 5.85 watts. And of course, since we're talking about a 165 Hz display, we couldn't skip Delta Force. With graphics set to exquisite and the refresh rate locked at 165 Hz, the frame rate barely fluctuated, and the power draw stayed low at around 3.81 watts. If you're into high frame rates, this phone is an absolute dream. Besides Delta Force, titles like League of Legends Mobile and Shadow Strike Mobile also benefit from that buttery smooth performance. Naturally, with such powerful performance comes equally strong battery life. The OnePlus 15 packs a massive 7300 mAh Glacier battery with 120 watts wired fast charging and 50 watts wireless charging. That's not just a big battery, it's top-tier charging speed as well. OnePlus even kept the bypass charging feature this time, which is a huge win for gamers and heavy users alike. Now let's shift to the camera. Here's something interesting. Most users don't really think about things like shutter speed, aperture, or ISO. They just want to pull out their phone and take great photos instantly. That's where tuning becomes the real challenge for manufacturers. So how does the OnePlus 15 perform with its LUMO sensor in collaboration with Hasselblad? These are the OnePlus 15's camera specs. Feel free to pause the video if you want to take a closer look. I also snapped a few shots myself, and you can check them out right here. What do you think? Moving on to the software. This is where OnePlus really impressed me. The system feels like the best it's ever been since ColorOS 15. The animations are smoother, the UI looks refined, and everything runs stable and responsive. Coming from HyperOS, I could instantly feel the difference. ColorOS 16 takes what worked in 15 and refines it further, improving tools like File Manager, Compass, Gallery, and themes for a better, more seamless experience. The new Smart Notes feature is also surprisingly handy. It doesn't just let you jot down quick notes, you can record videos, scan QR codes, and even automatically track expenses. It's like having your own little AI assistant right in your pocket. Cross-device connectivity has also stepped up. With better Mac integration, you can now mirror your phone screen directly onto your Mac, reply to messages instantly, and switch between devices effortlessly. It's faster, smoother, and feels genuinely useful in daily life. Overall, I think the OnePlus 15 continues that signature OnePlus philosophy. No compromises. Whether it's the display, performance, battery, or overall polish, every detail feels carefully refined. This is the kind of flagship that aims for perfection in every area. And that's it for today's deep dive into the OnePlus 15. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.